This sentence fucked everything.
It's AI.
Don't you want to do something exciting? Like be a police dog?
Why is this one different than this? The first one is CGI, and this is AI. Those dogs, they're not actually talking. Yeah, no shit. One of them entertains you, you invest emotion into it, and with the other one sentence hits you. But that's AI, and it's all gone. The emotion and enjoyment, even though it looks perfect, more real. So what is the difference? With both, you knew you were looking at a fake. With the CGI dogs, you knew someone decided that the dog would tilt its head exactly like that. Someone decided how it should look. And someone was trying to create a specific feeling. There was intention there. But here, it's like you could tell you were looking at a statistically most likely version of something designed to look cute, funny or touching. No decision, no conscious hand on the model, just AI. And over the past few years, it's picked up scam ads, spam, clickbait and endless amount of content someone threw together in 5 minutes just to farm views. The statement, "that's AI," often doesn't actually mean this was made by artificial intelligence. We are saying that whatever we are looking at was cheap and it's trying to trick us, and that we're kind of genius for catching it, and we announce it kind of victorious. This is AI. But is this always true? This is a short film that screened at a film festival. It's called Dance Macabre, and this is a reaction after the movie. That caught my attention. Is this really a film made by AI? Luckily, I found the BTS of this piece.
Instead of working with a script, I started storyboarding, being directly inspired by the music. My storyboard drawings are very detailed, so I could only do 2 drawings per day, because while I was drawing, I was developing my ideas about the structure of the film and about the ideas. Before the animators started working on the film, we filmed every shot with musicians and actors, because the animators need reverence. And I wanted everything to look real and accurate. And for every shot in the film, I made an oil painting to inform the teams what the shot should look like. The challenge with this film was to maintain the look of my paintings for every shot. But the common shaders that 3D software offered were not good enough to come to the right look. 2.5 years ago, we figured that we might be able to program our own shaders using machine learning. Stijn Louise created a model based on hundreds of my paintings.
In other words, to achieve the result they wanted, they used a modern technical tool. No. This was honest filmmaking. Complex, demanding, made with the help of modern technology, which in the eyes of some people created doubt and outrage. The question for this woman would be, has she ever used ChatGPT or not? But before I saw the BTS and only saw a woman shouting about the AI film, it pissed me off too. Then I tried to understand why this angers me in art while everywhere else we treat it as a great tool that makes our lives easier. Why AI doesn't bother us at work, but does in art. When you use AI for an email, it's a tool for a result. But art is expression of your soul, and art and emotional ads make a kind of promise that someone somewhere actually felt something and they turned that feeling into something that you could feel too. Imagine someone tells you, "I painted you a picture for your birthday," and then you find out it was generated by AI in 3 seconds, and the person didn't even really look at it. I think it would disappoint you. It's not bad, it's fake, not in content, but in gesture. So can we make art with AI? With gesture? a visual effects company reached out to me. They wanted me to direct a spot. And I was like, hell yeah. We showed it in a studio. They wanted to actually show the power of AI in the hands of people who know 3D. I was completely blown away by it. The actress was then placed into different environments by 3D artists using AI. A lot of time went into it, a lot of effort. A real actor, real work. We could come up with anything, something that in the past only a big studios could do. I couldn't wait for the result. And then when we showed it to people wrote just one sentence. And how did I react? Honestly, I didn't. I respected it, but again, I tried to understand. I tried to understand that why is this different than this? When I explained to someone that a lot of VFX artists actually worked on this, that it wasn't that simple, their whole expression would change, like it suddenly clicked. The process is invisible, only the result is visible. Take this short. It wasn't that easy. It was pain. And here we come back to this example. With our video, we never showed the BTS anywhere. Nobody wrote, this looks cheap because this is inconsistent, or the actress seems disconnected from the environment. Nobody elaborated on anything. Just, that's AI. The discussion ended there. So, is that shorthand justified in most cases? Maybe. As I said, there's a lot of slop floating around online that someone spat out today without any effort. But precisely because it's become a shorthand, distinctions have stopped being made. Nobody cares anymore whether there was direction or the weeks of work behind it. It's enough that it looks the same as slop, and it gets the same label. That opens up my final question. Does a creator today have to prove that their work is real? If the BTS for Danse Macabre had never come out, I probably would have been convinced myself that it was AI-generated nonsense. And maybe the biggest damage AI has caused isn't the slop itself. It's that even real work now has to defend the fact that it's real.